The story, so far. Infiltrating the black market in Wellspring in pursuit of the second Dragonstone, Therion was reunited with Darius, his erstwhile partner in crime, who swiftly vanished, stone in hand. What's with those pitiful minces, so cold and guarded, distrusting and wary? Therion could not deny what Darius had said. He had sworn to trust no one. He would not be betrayed again. But even as he made his way to Northreach, Cordelia's words wouldn't leave him. Mr. Therion, I have faith in you. And so it was that he finally arrived at his journey's end. So this is Northreach. And it's eager to make a first impression.
Oh!
No, you're mine. Not anymore, they ain't.
Ha!
Hand it over. Thieves! Someone stop them! Sorry to say, but ain't no one going to stop those thieves. Aren't there guards?
Truth be told,
Even the gods won't land a hand on them. That's just how it is here. Best not to get too attached to anything.
but I see.
A thief's paradise, huh? Is this Darius's doing? Everyone here is living in fear.
Oi.
It's him.
Huh.
Yep, no doubt about that. If it were lucky, he's just here to use the bog.
Hey.
Give me a glass of your best.
What?
We're at our best, actually. We're at everything. We're closing for the day. Best you be on your way.
Sure.
Guess I'll show myself out. Do a little bit of a creak. There we go. Is this me? They didn't even get my best angle. Beware. Any involvement with this man will be considered direct opposition to Lord Darius. Lord Darius. I guess he really does rule this town. You sure like your ale houses, don't you, Therion? I don't go because I like them. I go to hear people talk. Mead and spirits are good for loosening tongues. Ha! So your interest is purely professional. Look, taverns are places where rumors and secrets are spoken and traded. But I wouldn't expect a brat like you to understand. Hey, who are you calling a brat? I've been turning trades and making profits since I was 5. Have you now? And now I'm 7 years old. I've seen drunken people. Should I be impressed that you've seen drunken people? You bet! I can't stand the smell of grog. Makes me yuck, yuck.
Whoa.
So now you're a wanted man, eh, Therion? Yeah, as if I didn't have enough problems. But think about it. Those wanted posters show that you've got Darius running scared. And that proves you're a thief to be reckoned with, right? Fair enough. Maybe you're good for more than mixing potions after all. That's me, full of surprises. So let's go, Therion. If anything happens, I've got your back. No offense, but I hope I won't be needing your services. Nah, that's the spirit. Did you insult me? So let's begin changing the part. I like how that dude's just acting as if we didn't have that awkward scene where he's afraid of us because of the whole thing. But hey, whatever, it's a video game. So we did Tressa and Alphen. Next will be Ulbrich, followed by Ophelia and Honnet, so we can switch out Tressa and Alphen with Ophelia and Honnet. I don't have a... the guide I used to use apparently didn't do Therion's fourth chapter, so I had to peruse a video to find a list for these. Also, we're recording using, not using my internal capture devices recording stuff. We're instead using my streaming software. So if there's a slight degrading in the quality, there's not much I can do. I've run into a problem. If you guys watched the first cut of like the second episode of Octopath, there's a thing where I went and made a really, really loud noise. That's just happening randomly with that software. So when I put it in the editor, there's nothing I can do. And it leads to me having to, after spending all the time rendering the video, then loading that finished video into my editor to see if the audio things happen. Because the funniest part, it doesn't display it in the audio waves. So basically, whenever you're editing a piece of video, my talking, all the sound you're hearing, will appear in a little wave form that'll, you know, obviously be really big whenever I'm incredibly loud. Here, it's just like a straight line because it's relatively quiet. But then when you load the finished product, it is huge. Huger than anything I could do by screaming into this microphone. So it's like a stealth bomb. It's a weird glitch. So I can't use that anymore. However, this software works. This won't give me those audio issues. I'm going to assume it's something with my hardware, but I just thought I'd mention that. So if you notice that the quality here is a little bit different, I'm going to have to record everything like this from now on. It's not ideal, but it's something I'll have to do. Regardless, at least it's easy to set up. Found you. You got some guts marching into this town.
Come again? And
you are? Wait, don't tell me. You're Darius's welcoming committee, aren't you? Aye, and we'll make sure you get the warmest of welcomes, boys. I suppose quality over quantity doesn't mean much here.
Shut up!
If we stab you enough times, you'll still die. You think you can stall for time by yapping? Ain't nobody coming to save you, even if you scream bloody murder.
That's right.
You best give up now. Everyone here fears Lord Darius.
Interesting.
So, what's it like leeching off of someone else's power?
Shut up! Let's do it! You ready for this?
Well then.
Oh, this is a good track. Oh man, we're getting into it, man. I'm excited to be in these chapter 4s. Even if my love of this game diminished a bit, I feel like there's potential for all these chapter 4s to be super dope. All it takes is one piece of music for Casey to be like, yeah, this is real good. I love this game. It's back to a 10 out of 10. I don't know what happened. Alright. Well, you look at that. We're already hitting weaknesses. So a couple of updates. I spec'd out Therion to learn a bunch of not dancer abilities. I think I did. I spec'd him to learn dancer, though I don't know if I lost that progress because I did die once. But one thing I did do is spec out Merchant so he could get a special skill that makes it so all of his magic attacks cost half. So now he can cast twice as many things without running out of gas. Which is really good news. Also, that's great news as well.
Shall be mine. One for all.
These guys shouldn't be too hard. I did some grinding with Therion and 3 other party members, so we have a few people who are closing in on 40. But I'm gonna be honest, grinding in this game is really not that great at all. I'm sure there are some abilities I'm missing, but for the most part, it seems like a lot of people said it's the easiest to do it once you get, like the secret shrine things, which I'm probably not going to do, because I'm not too interested in doing end game content. I kinda want to just end everyone's stories. So that's kind of how I'm feeling with that. And the only other way you could get good experiences, lucking out and getting one of those fat cat enemies to appear, but I can never kill the good ones. I was only able to kill the easy ones, which ends up being pretty annoying.
I will cut you down.
So in the end, the only other way is like doing the special dance technique. And that can be kind of okay, but then you're kind of like rolling the dice, hoping you don't nuke yourself and get that double experience bonus. So I haven't really used that much. So I'm gonna kind of go as is, see what happens. Like, see, Olberg's 40. He's a big boy.
Oh, Thoracic!
Bleeding hell.
Are we done here?
Enough. I've got bigger fish to fry. Enjoy your victory while you still can. 'Cause there's no way you're leaving this town alive. This is getting old fast. You ready to die, mate? It'll be slow and painful for you, that's for sure. There's no one left for you to leg it. I'm starting to see the appeal of quantity over quality. These odds are bad any way I look at them.
Oh dear.
That look of resignation is unbefitting of you. I was hoping you'd show up.
Well, I'll be damned.
Heathcote. I don't suppose you could have gotten here a little sooner?
Good to see you again.
You can thank me later.
Come now.
For now, follow me.
Got it.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Don't let him.
After him!
We should be safe here.
Are you okay?
In a manner of speaking, yes. But I'm afraid I'm not as young as I used to be. When I was your age, I never imagined time would wear down my bones so.
You're saying an old man slipped this bangle onto my arm without me noticing?
That was simply a skill I learned in my youth. But time will take even that from me eventually.
Where did you learn how to do that? Butler training? You were a thief, weren't you?
Guilty as charged.
Now it all makes sense. You're the one who set those traps in the manor, aren't you? You understand how a thief thinks, because you were one.
An astute observation.
Huh.
I suppose I should explain myself. Would you humor this old man for a moment? I met Lord Ravis, Cordelia's father, before she was born. I was something like you at that time. Youthful, gifted, and proud of it. I was certain there was nothing in this world I could not steal.
Then why are you working for the Ravis family now?
For the same reason as yourself. I too snuck into the manor, only to get caught by the head of the household. He offered me a deal. He said he would not hand me over to the guards on one condition. That one day I would serve his child, who would have guardianship over the Dragonstones.
And now, you're seeing that promise through to the end.
The more confidence one has in his skills, the greater the disgrace when he fails. You felt the same, did you not?
Of course. Whenever I look at this bangle, I remember that day. Outdone by a butler. And an old one at that.
And to add insult to injury, I was shown mercy by the very one I tried to rob. It was absolutely disgraceful. In the end, I had no choice but to start anew. Even still, I gained more than I lost in the manor that day.
Without taking a single leaf.
Indeed, I learned what it felt like to be believed in, and the value of believing in others. I'm sure you've heard the story of Miss Ravis's past.
Yeah, hard to imagine seeing the person she is now.
There was a time she thought the whole world was her enemy. She wouldn't let anyone get close. But as the days passed, she began to change.
How so?
I continued to have faith in her, and thus she learned to have faith in me. Wounds of betrayal run deep, but one must learn to have faith in others again before they can start to heal. And that is why she decided to have faith in you, too.
Just like someone did for her.
That's enough talk of the past. You must find a way to get those stones back from Darius.
Me?
Yes. Unfortunately, my old bones would be nothing but a hindrance if I accompanied you. But I have faith you can do it.
I'll come back with those stones. You have my word. Stay safe, Heathcote. Now to find where Darius is hiding. There's no way he covered all his tracks.
Yeah? You look like you want to say something. From the expression on your face, it would seem you found your answer. My answer? Maybe I have. It's a good thing to set one's mind at ease. Is it not invigorating to allow yourself to trust another? Maybe it is. I guess it's never too late to learn something new. Therion, you've borne a heavy burden. It is what it is. But I know holding grudges against others won't change the past or right my wrongs. There's no point crying over yesterday. It's what I do today and tomorrow that counts. So spare me your sermons and your sympathy. I would not presume to offer either. All I meant to say is that, despite your circumstances, you resent no man in this world. That is no common thing, for resentment abides in nearly all our hearts. Never thought of it that way. Just never saw much point in holding grudges. Simple as that. Well, this is ironic. I'm the most wanted man here, but I haven't stolen a thing. Yet. Any trace of him yet? Not yet, sir. Vanished like a white wolf in a snowstorm, he did.
Nah.
And you'll be the next one to vanish if you don't stop your whining. Now, Lord Darius promised a reward for his capture. So if you ever want to see real riches, you better well find them. Now get back to work.
Well,
He sure sounds important. He probably knows the way to the hideout. True, he doesn't have the same default outfit. Let me check something here. Alright, we're back. Just had to make an adjustment because I feel like the sound effects were off by like a few frames on this. And now, yeah, that looks much better. It's something that only 5% of my audience probably would have noticed at the beginning of this video, or the start of it. But was making me go insane for the past 5 minutes when I noticed. So, now that we've gone through that part of our lives, let's move on to phase 2 of this video. I'm making it in phases, as you can tell. I'm not. We're gonna switch out our party so we can get other people. Now that we've seen Ulbrich, Ophelia, Hana, and Cyrus are the next on our list here. So let's get closer to knocking them out, and the best way we're gonna get progress is to beat up the red-hooded man, who seems to know a little bit of information. I like that. I'm just hitting the stick, and it's just flashing. Look at that.
interesting.
An abandoned church. Nothing seems out of order. Except maybe these stairs. If their hideout isn't there, I don't know where it could be. But I can't just waltz through the front door.
Time to get to work.
Time to find myself a disguise. Steal a thief's clothing. Okay. We'll find just that after picking up a nice soul stone. How many of those stones do I have? I went and stole some junk earlier while I was prepping to do another session. So we have a few of these. Not a lot, but enough. Enough to hopefully put a dent in something here. Hope someone finds the bastard soon, else we'll be getting an earful from the boss again. A small fry, this should be easy.
Hey.
Hey, looking for me?
To hell with you.
Damn right I am. Where the hell'd the bastard go?
Say again.
Oh shit, I'm just supposed to steal his shit. Okay. That is not at all how that works, but okay. You won't be needing these for now. Sleep tight, you little babushka. Make for the cathedral cellars. Yeah, seems like we're ready to go. The Lorne Cathedral.
Now then.
To fool the lookouts.
Wait.
Hold it. Identify yourself. He's just a kid. Must be a new recruit. In that case...
So you think that's funny?
You blundering idiot. Did you forget who I am?
Yikes.
No, I did.
Huh?
You're that new guy, aren't you? You're supposed to be out looking for Therion with the others.
Enough.
Stop slacking off and go find him.
Got it.
Yes, sir. I guess only the higher-ups can slack off here. Typical. Time for a wardrobe change. Great, so we have to find a non-mook thing. Basically, we're wearing a red shirt right now. We need to get a yellow. That's basically how this is. We're gonna go on Star Trek rules. We must steal from those that are important. Like this one. We have to warp back in time to be behind him. Hey, looking for me?
Come here.
You're mine now. Damn, I lost him. You really put, like, no effort there, dude. You, like, ran 8 feet.
I'll take that.
You won't be needing these for now. Sleep tight.
Well,
In nature, there exist many kinds of mimics. Yeah, like what? Well, there's a lizard that pretend to be a withered bow, and snatch its prey when it strays too close. Other creatures mimic living plants or their own predators or precious stones. When I watch you at work, I'm reminded of them. You're comparing me to bugs and rocks? I'm saying you learn from the natural world and show great skill in being sneaky. It's most interesting to me to see what role you will take on next. Great, I'll try to keep you entertained. Yes, I like you better when you're agreeable like this. Don't push your luck, dyke. I can't believe Therion's so offensive like that. Like, come on. She's clearly on her way to getting a boyfriend if she ends up going for that one dude. Can I not go in the tavern? Oh, we're fucked. Oh, this game is insane. This game did not just fucking pull this shit. I can't go in. They've locked me out. Oh my god, they have locked me out of going. Am I not going to be able to get certain banters? Oh, these fucking motherfuckers. Oh, I'm not losing hope yet. I'm not losing hope yet. Who else is left? Honnet, then Cyrus. Wait, hold on. Did we do Ophelia already? I think we did. I'm pretty sure we did. I think she said something nice to him or some shit. Alright, so we might be in a bad situation. We'll see. We'll see. But it also looks like the game has arbitrarily locked me into this party rotation. Not a big fan of this. But whatever. I almost skipped
Like
again.
a thief in the night.
Stealing clothes from a thief. That's a new one. No, it's not. You did that like 5 minutes ago.
Now then.
Now to fool the lookouts.
Wait.
Olden, identify yourself. They're just kids. Must be new recruits. In that case.
You damn fools!
Who do you think you're asking me that?
Yikes!
That's enough.
You got guts forgetting who your leader is.
Begging your pardon.
Oh, I noticed there were 2 goal things earlier, so I'm guessing that you could possibly do this right the first time. Lord Darius will hear about it next time this happens.
Now then.
Now listen, some fool claiming to be me might try and slip in. But don't you dare let that bastard through, you hear?
Aye.
Too easy. I'll never sneak in through a window again. But I better make it quick. Only a matter of time until they figure out what happened. Out of my way, I've got urgent news for the boss. It's you, you're the phony the leader was talking about. Phony? My clothes were stolen by that stupid thief. No leader of mine would be stupid enough to get his clothes stolen. You bastard! For an organization, they are really most disorganized. If it makes my job easier, I'll take it. I'd figured you'd say something like that. Still, their de facto leader barely exerts any control of the rank and file. And you'd expect otherwise. They're just a band of thieves. I would posit that there's more to it than just that. For this Darius, the men of his organization are little more than tools. He does not consider them comrades, let alone friends. I dare say he trusts no one but himself. You may be right. At any rate, your goal is close at hand. Therion, do not waver in your convictions. Huh. You can count on me. I hope. It's like, I don't know, maybe. It'd be pretty awkward if I like couldn't, but you know, we try. All right, I've noticed that they've reset my outfit, so it looks like we can go back to the tavern. I'm sorry, this game is very focused on being very backwards with certain mechanics that I was super scared that they just locked my party away. But it looks like now that we're past that scripted segment, and now they're just going to be chasing a half-naked man around a snowy town, we are free to hit up the tavern once again. Can we talk about how much more effort they put in the final chapters, which I have to say is very great. Then again, this might be the only one where you're like stealing people's clothes, getting different conversations. I'm definitely more stimulated in the actual act of playing this than I was on a lot of chapter 3s and 2s. So if we've seen Hana and Cyrus, Primrose is the only other person left. So at this point, we just need to make sure she's in the party, and then I can make my team rotation. We'll keep her in for healing, and who else would I want? Ulbrich, he is a heavy hitter. And do I want anyone else? We'll put Hana in just because she's a lower level. so she can get some experience off the impending doom and fighting. And do I have my skills properly so that, yeah, I have evasive maneuvers on and sprightly now. Okay. This will make sure that I don't have to deal with enemy encounters. And then right before we go in, I'll switch out my skill so that evasive maneuvers isn't what I'm using and instead is something a bit more valuable. Oh. Another star turn by our master thief? Huh? I could scarcely tell it was you. You've simply disappeared into that role. You could have a stellar career in the theater if you chose to pursue it. Huh. Thanks, but no thanks. I take on roles when my work demands it. That's all. A shame that. Stars of the stage earn more money in one night than most thieves do in a year. But of course, if you're not interested... On second thought, I think I'll keep my options open. Therion has awakened the Theater Man class. Oh my god, is that just it? It looks like that might just be it. Like, the boss is, like, right there. That would be a very Octopath Traveler thing to do. Regardless, we're going to equip Second Wind, which gives us regenerating SP. Also, do you have the other skill prepared? Yes, SP Saber. Very good. Okay, this isn't it. I was wondering. I was like, there is a very good chance that this just might be it, so... That means there'll be another save point later, so let's just go ahead and put evasive maneuvers back on. You never know with this game. They're like, here's our definition of a dungeon. Fucking nothing. I refuse to fight against you. I'ma just sit here and be obnoxious until you let me leave. I'm sorry, I cannot allow myself to fight anyone who spends the entire opening rounds making it so I don't deal damage. You're gonna make the fight take longer. I don't want to do it. We're out of here. We're done. We're done. Stick a fork in you. I'm done with you. That's just for a chat. There might be a good item. Gleaming Amulet. Gleaming Amulet. There it is. Greatly reduces light damage. Okay, nothing I want. I would need to run into something that deals light damage for me to go, oh yeah, I should totally equip this. Otherwise, it ends up being a bit more situational. Where it's like, oh, we're lucky, now it's doing something. Okay, it looks like this might be it. No, it's not. This place is just a little bit longer than I thought. Odd. It's odd how they finally wanted to make dungeons actually have a length to them like this. Excuse me, I have to leave. If you'll excuse me. Important business. This is it. I like that. Here's the true Octopath, like, here's our super dungeons for the end game. We got 3 save points. It is an extra 30 seconds. I can see the sparkle of the dragon stones, too. Okay. Let's make sure everyone has good support skills, right? Hold on, let me double check. Inner strength, second wind. Dun, dun, dun. 50% counterattack. Status augmentations you grant to allies will persist extra. I want that. More HP. More SP. The counterattack I don't think would be super amazing. Second wind seems pretty good. And then there's stuff like patience. 25% chance of acting again at the end of the turn. Yeah, we want that. Critical up. Second serving. I'll drop that for patience. Hale and Hardy. Summon strength, hand, tough cover. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm looking for. Alright. And on the off chance that we are not good to go, I'm just gonna go ahead and do optimize on my characters here, so they are doing good. I'm pretty sure optimize doesn't steal equipment from other people in the party at the same time. If so, that's basically useless, so I would hope that it doesn't do that. We'll pop an additional save. And let's do this. I said, let's do this. There we go. We have made it.
Found you. I still don't get why Darius is after the Dragonstones, though.
'Cause they'll grant me an even greater power than I have now.
Darius!
Still alive, I see. I didn't think you had it in you to come this far. You must really want that bangle gone.
Yeah. But I'm not here for me anymore.
Well then, who are you here for?
For the people who put their trust in me.
What? Those eyes. I hate those eyes. What happened to those minces I saw in Wellspring? They were broken, hopeless, defeated. And now they look like they did all those years ago. Because people trust you? Don't make me laugh. You'll just be betrayed again.
You're right. I might.
Do you know what happens when you trust others? They see you for the knife you are and use you all they want. That's how I got to where I am today. I used you to get what I wanted, and now I own this whole town.
Right, Lord Darius. But after you've betrayed so many people, it must get pretty damn lonely at the top.
You're such a sentimental fool.
Maybe I am a fool. But trust is a sentiment I want to believe in. And it's one worth fighting for. You ready for this?
He is very powerful. Look at him. Did you forget what I taught you, Therion? Trust is the first step toward betrayal. We're shadows in the night, you and I. We have nothing to gain from trust.
Ha!
You might be right. We're nothing but good-for-nothing thieves at the end of the day. We're parasites, stealing from others to keep ourselves going. But Darius, even bottom feeders like us, can know what trust is.
Silence.
Don't preach to me, you worthless little worm.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Alright, let's get started.
Better than a snare.
Did Leg Ult Drop not work? I looked away. What a shame. I can't use items. Huh. Alright, let's start. Nice! Alright, he's weak to one other magic. We might have to figure that out. Ah, let's figure that out. Oh, God. Wind's like the worst one. Why you do so much damage? Again, what's this no-use item thing? What's that aspect here?
Bring about a miracle of healing.
Oh, God, that barely helps.
My turn. Free.
You retrieved your... Oh, okay. I guess I saw... I always miss the blur when an effect happens. I was assuming it was going to give him back as soon as I got my thing back, but, you know. You can never be too sure with this shit.
Use this.
There we go. I can tank a hit.
If thou darest.
Most likely. Should probably hit him with something. Like this thing he's weak to.
Try and this.
I am ready. The peacock struck.
My turn. Let's do this. Free.
Alright. We're getting that good damage in.
Coming, if thou darest.
Though we do have to prepare for the worst. I'm thinking about how he's gonna go next. I'll need to properly prepare for it. With this turn, I don't need to, though.
Holding back
Do
nothing.
Dreyfendi's Rage.
Cowering before the huntress.
I am ready. We're safe now.
Might as well try that.
No. Use this.
Okay, we're at full health. Let's see what his turns do. Alright, he just eliminated some weaknesses. Not happy about that. Alright. I'm gonna have to assume they build some of the weaknesses of these bosses based on the, like, your starting class, so I'm probably just gonna stab them.
Using this.
The battle is truly joy. One for all.
There we go, that should help.
I appreciate it.
Yes! I was pretty confident in that one.
I am ready.
Alright, one more hit.
I am ready.
Take that, you loser. Ah, that's a good amount of damage. I'm cool with that.
Battle is truly joy.
Let's see. Cross strike.
Watch my blade dance.
That does a little bit.
Coming, if thou darest.
Do I have a large? I do have a large.
Try and this.
Alright. One more turn of fun. I should probably heal people up,
Bring about a miracle of healing.
because he's gonna come full force. Not much.
No.
Ulbrich. Show off Brand's Thunder, your ultimate attack.
I wreak havoc upon thee.
Holy crap!
Coming, if thou darest.
You did not disappoint with that one, man. What's next? You were always so confident in yourself, Therion. But for all your skills, there was always someone making more. Suppose that's the price of having a soft heart.
I see.
I guess the rich and hard-hearted made better company than I did.
Truth is,
You know, I can't hold a candle to your skills as a tea leaf. So I had to do whatever it took to survive. Alright, the weaknesses have changed again. Alright, so I have to. It's time for guess the weapon. Alright. As always, default to the ones that multi-hit. I'm a big fan of whenever my plans
Come
work.
in, if thou darest.
Out of my way.
Alright, give me some SP.
I appreciate it. Really.
I am ready.
Alright. Strut.
The peacock strut.
What next?
Prim could heal, but I think we'll need a little bit more.
Using this.
Make sure everyone's gonna be at max once we do.
I am ready. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Alright, this wasn't the best rotation for damage, but, you know, we gotta pace ourselves. This final boss theme's really good. Ooh, her perk activated. She gets to go again. I'm a big fan of that. Increase the user's physical attack strength. Yes. Might as well. Alright, next up. Alright, weaknesses are now dagger and something else.
I am ready.
On the bright side, we can do some dagger.
try this.
Better than a snare.
Okay, moved him to the back.
Battle is truly joy.
And now... I should probably focus on recovering.
Use this. How about you?
Don't blow that because we might break him, and I can have you unleash your super attack next turn.
I appreciate it. Really.
Nice.
Come in, if thou darest.
You're not running a dagger. Ooh, axe though. All right. Well, that's all his weaknesses, unless he changes them. I hope he doesn't change them. Please don't. Please, ma'am, can you not do that? Hold on. Peacock
The
strut.
peacock strut.
I hope he uses a spell eventually so it can reflect, because I've had that on Therion since the beginning.
Let's do this. Shot.
I am ready.
Heal more.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
The battle is truly joy. My blade is unbending.
Ah, crap, he doesn't have enough power to unleash his big boy attack. What a shame. I should have been paying attention to other people's power levels there. That's fine. We'll just do a one-boosted cross-strike.
Watch my blade dance.
Come in,
You,
if
however,
thou
should be able
darest.
to.
Come
Use Dreyfendi.
cowering before the huntress.
Okay, we now have access to Wind and Dagger. Okay, we came in with a decent party makeup, it looks like.
Use this.
I am ready. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Alright, keep everyone going. Keep everyone going. This is a really good fucking song. I'm a big fan of that too. You don't have a dagger, right? You have sword? Yeah, you don't. Okay. And damn it, the two things you could hit him with you can't use. Do I have a wind stone? I do.
Trying this.
There we go.
I am ready.
Very nice. And break him.
Victory shall be mine.
Alright, next up, I'll have you give up 1 to give Therion 2.
What next?
For my next trick, Plum Basket.
Using this.
There, now those two can unleash their best attacks next turn.
My turn.
Let's do this.
How about you?
Alright. Brand's Thunder.
I wreak havoc upon thee.
I am ready.
What does Sheltering Veil do? Okay. It's not something I'm super interested in. Should probably start building Ulbrich back up. And as for you,
Got nothing.
hit him with that arrow. Ooh, he's getting low. Alright, we're reaching a climax. I can't lose, not to a naif like you.
That's it.
The naif is you, Darius. Me?
Yes.
You lived in fear of being betrayed, so you were always the betrayer. You were too afraid to trust others.
Shut up.
Oh, I'm not afraid! I used you and I disposed of you because I knew I could do it, Jack Jones. I don't need anyone and I don't need you. Shit!
Letting my arrow fly
That's
and
it.
true. By 1,000 cuts.
Here.
I don't pull my punches. Unfortunately, your other attacks are in the back, so you're basically screwed.
I am ready.
Souped
Bring
up
about a
heal.
miracle of healing.
Very nice.
I am ready.
Alright.
Peacock struck.
Buff Therion.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Then we're gonna have you go for 1,000 spears.
By 1,000 cuts.
You're broken once again.
My turn.
Alright, Hanet's getting a BP on the next turn, so I'll do donate BP on this turn to make sure she hits 3.
One for all.
There we go. There. These two can use their best moves now. Brand's Thunder.
I wreak havoc upon thee.
I'm ready. Are you? Shut.
Yes! That was super clean.
Don't start things you can't finish.
Good fight. We've done well.
So, it's finally over.
Looks like it, partner. What was it that you wanted? Did you get it? After you betrayed me?
You're so predictable, Therion. I wanted to see the view from the top, and I would have stepped on anyone to get ahead. It was fine if nobody believed in me. As long as I could keep climbing, I didn't need anybody else. I'll be at the top. Me!
Farewell, partner.
Damn it. Who cares about the stones? I have money. I can start over somewhere else. You there! Help me carry this gold! This! And this! And this! You! Traitors!
Traitors? That requires loyalty first. We're only here for your money.
Exactly. Gareth's probably the only one who gave a damn about you.
Look at all this money, and it's all ours now.
Someone... help me. Partner, please.
Heathcote! Mr. Therion!
In the flesh.
I'm getting too old for adventures like this. Perhaps it's time I started acting my age.
I'm so happy to see you back safely.
I apologize if I made you worry.
You even had me worried, old man.
Pardon?
It's nothing. More importantly, here are the Dragonstones. Don't lose them this time.
I can't thank you enough. Your promise has been fulfilled. I shall remove the ban now. Heathcote, the key, please.
A key won't be necessary, milady.
What do you mean?
The lock has already been undone.
What?
He's right.
But when?
I discreetly unlocked it when you first suggested it.
That was ages ago. Mr. Therion, did you know it was unlocked the whole time?
Would it matter at this point? So, tell me what's so special about these stones. Darius said they could grant him some great power.
Well,
Allow me to answer in your stead, Miss Ravis. The Dragon Stones are the keys to unlocking the Gate of Finis.
And that is...
A gate that, if opened, can change this very world, or so the legends say. It may sound like a mere fairy tale, and yet...
Darius believed it. Do you think the Dragon Stones granted Darius the power to rule all those thieves?
I cannot say for sure, but whether or not its power or the gate exists, the Ravis family has been the guardians of these stones for generations.
Huh, it's a great story and everything, Heathcote. And it's got nothing to do with me.
Of course it doesn't. Your promise to the Ravis family has been fulfilled.
Mr. Therion,
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
What the fuck? What are you doing? That was... I've never seen a more limp... Well, guess we're done. It's absurd. Oh, shit! It's doing them in order. Did the game actually pay attention to what I did? It did. It totally did. I have one question then. I'm gonna look up my video right now. Yeah, these are the things I did. And my main question is, where's the boss? When I fought the boss... The game actually paid attention down to the moves I used, because that boss that Haunted had, that's how I killed it. It looks like they pay attention to the exact moves. That's really cool. This ended in a very limp way. If I was to like give my thoughts on the Therion's story, I think it's okay. It ended pretty badly, but we'll wait until the post-credits to really give a proper judgment. But to be quite honest, I think it's pretty good. I think it was enjoyable. In terms of how this LP is gonna go, as I mentioned before, we're gonna do the chapter 4s and then I'm gonna like be done. Because frankly, I find the grinding in this super boring. But I will give you a conclusion to every story. I wanted to start with Therion just cause, and I think it turned out pretty alright. I think it's quite novel how they use Yeah, they actually paid attention on these. Down to what classes we were. Because I remember quite well that I took him out with a super-powered blizzard attack. The game remembering that kind of stuff is always really cool. And it's actually going through every boss. Every boss in the order that I did them. That's really cool. I like that quite a bit. I can't skip it though. But if I have to say, this story was executed better than some of the other ones. I found it a little bit hokey that when you defeat Darius, suddenly his like subordinates want to betray him, which makes zero sense since he wasn't really exposed much. I guess that you could have used like some subtext or like, oh man, they see that he's weakened or something. But when they said, oh, maybe the Dragon Stones gave him power over extra people because of their influence. That that I think fixed the problem. So, in the end, I think that they handled this whole thing pretty well. I think, pound for pound, Therion's story is one of the better ones in the game. Because there's not really many twists to it. You have Chapter 1, which I think is a good setup chapter. It manages to establish our main character, the two side supporting characters who are kind of like the main ones, sets up the relationship that Therion has with Darius from the beginning. I think it does that pretty well, so that you're ready to go on your way. Chapter 2, you do the whole theft against the portly-looking scholar, and the twist that, oh, it's his brother who you're helping out with some experiments so you can get in. And then Chapter 3, you meet up with Darius again, and you had hints that he had betrayed you, but now it's much more of an obvious thing. You take him on, and you end up fighting his subordinates. You don't end up getting the next Dragonstone. They save it for the finale. And it's through that you slowly, in the background, are learning a bit more about Heathcote. And then you go through that, and then you understand what he's about by the end. In a natural, it will only be natural to finally start learning about him toward the end, him helping you for once in a more active way. And then you have a final fight, and then it's all about Therion learning to trust people, despite his trust being betrayed by someone he truly cared about who threw him off a cliff. And then in the end, the person who trusted someone's the one who wins the day, and the person who betrayed everyone is the one that ends up losing everything. So overall, I think the structure of Therion's story is quite good. I think I have a lot of problems with a lot of the other stories, but I feel like a lot of their trappings were because they had to introduce a lot of characters and twists and stuff. Like, we're looking at this shit here with Primrose's Chapter 3, and I found that this was one of the lowest points of the game, in my opinion, so far. Of just, here's a guy we mentioned 10 minutes ago in passing about how he was a good guy that you've never seen or met before. Turns out he was bad. Also, this guy's the Puppet Master, a character that you've met for the first time 15 minutes ago. Ugh. But at its core, I think Octopath has some stories that are hits, some that are misses. If I was to be honest, I think Ulbricht's is one of the better ones too. If I was to rank them in how they are genuinely okay the whole way through, I feel like some of the ones that are a bit more focused, less on twists and being more straightforward, are the ones that end up being a bit better. So, again, we'll have to see how Ulbricht's pans out with his final one. But his is very straightforward. Therion's is very straightforward. I feel like some of them that try to layer on as much story depth as possible, and as many new characters, as many new twists, end up not sticking their landing. So despite the fact that you could say, they're a little bit more cliche in what they're doing, especially with someone like Ulbricht, I'm not really looking for something that's going to shock me. I'm looking for something that will engage me and is at least alright. I'd rather something stick the landing than try to go for an even bigger jump and then trip over itself to end up doing it. So that's why I end up liking that a bit more. So Therion, a good conclusion to what is essentially my main character. And I'm happy to say that was really good. That was really good. I had a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun doing Therion's. That said, I doubt I'll be as positive on some other ones. But we'll see.
Mr. Therion?
Can't you just let me walk away in silence for once? Or is there something else you need me to do?
No, of course not.
She simply came to see you off.
You don't need to do that.
I understand, but I just had to this time. You left before I could properly thank you. Without you, who knows what would have befallen my family's heirlooms? But you risked your life to see them restored, and for that, you have my eternal gratitude.
I don't need thanks. Like I said, I was just fulfilling my half of a deal.
Even still, the fact that you helped me is undeniable.
If you insist.
Where will you go?
Wherever my feet take me.
So it's a wanderer's life for you then?
More or less.
I wish you a safe journey, Mr. Therion. Farewell.
Cordelia. Thank you.
Oh, neat! We actually get a piece of art as well. You've completed this traveler's tale. You can now freely remove them from your party. Holy shit. Can you believe this shit? The lock upon Therion has finally been lifted. Both the one around his wrist and the one making it so I can't do any. So I have to have him in my party. That's going to be useful for whenever I want to go through other people's stories and get more banter. Well, who else is there to do? You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna do Primrose next time, because I'm giving her so much shit, but she's supposed to be like the super dark and serious one. That we're like, oh man, look how cool she is. She's got to do revenge. I'm sorry, but when they changed the fucking thing to like Simeon the Puppet Master, I fucking checked out so hard on her story. You have no idea. Oh man, it's the Puppet Master, the character we've known for 10 minutes. But I'll give it a chance. I'm such a piece of shit. Next time on Octopath Traveler, the Chapter 4 Primrose shall be completed. I hope you enjoyed my run through Therion's. We'll do Primrose's next time. I don't know if I said I was going to do Therion's Chapter 4 after I just did it. I'm tired. I'm going to go take a nap. I'll see you next time.